Hello everyone, VJ 32 back, looking like Mr. Rogers. If you know, you know. With some mail this week. I got some decks, I got some games. Pretty excited about most of this stuff. So first, I got a deck here that came out 2024 from Kickstarter. I got it from a guy in my Facebook group, Card Club. If you have not a member of the Card Club, go check it out. Link is on the website, maybe in the description, I don't recall. This is from, it's one of the different decks. It's the Joy deck. I figured I would bring some joy to the channel. This is, I guess the standard one. It is gilded with a purple gilding. Unless there's like a gilded standard edition. But there's also a limited edition that comes with the back design on the back of the box. Printed, I believe, by WJPC. It says magicexplorers.com, aka Teach My Magic. Originally, about 10 years ago, they put out the different decks, the bicycle different decks, which I have on my channel. There's a few of them. And so they went back to design and said, hey, let's add some joy to the deck. And here we are. All the cards have pips that look like this one on the front of the box with different words in them, including joy. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. It says F16. I think that's like figure 16. Or no, is that fig? I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff in there. Queen, king, jack, 4. It looks like fight actually. 10, 7, queen, 6, 1. I think they got all the numbers in the deck in there. It's just kind of cool. Pretty hard to find. So when this guy had it on Facebook, I decided to contact him, and it's a very reasonable price. I appreciate that. Thumbs up. Thank you. And yeah, I finally got that one. Then I have one here that I got from the Dutch Card House Company, which I kind of said I was going to get before when I got the previous, what was it called? Grand Tulip in purple, I think it was, that I got recently. Well, now I got the last one. The one I was missing, the Grand Tulip in red. Very nice, shiny box. It's numbered out of 500. I got 141. And if you look here on the side, there's a window where you can see the gilding on the cards. These ones, the red ones, are all gilded. I regret not getting these like a year ago from Penguin Magic when it was available there along with the gold one. Because it cost me more money, I'm sure. But it is what it is. Now I have all the colors in the rainbow of the tulip decks. Then I got a couple from eBay. The first one is a Fury 11 produced deck called Gulfstream, and it's got the, Fury 11 foiled embossed tuck case. And the cards are, pretty well custom and everything. This is made for a company called Gulfstream. You can buy it on their website, but shipping, at least outside the U.S. to Canada, was like $50 to $100 U.S. But you don't want to know what that is in Canadian. It's not cheaper, let's put it that way. But it's a company that sells merchandise related to this Gulfstream brand, this Gulfstream Aerospace brand. And they sell different types of clothing and accessories. And they're part of a company that also produces aircraft for the U.S. military. So, yeah, it's the typical Fury 11 deck that you would expect, stock and quality-wise. And then I got another one from eBay that I was surprised to find. But when I saw it, I just pounced on it. It is a deck from Legends Playing Cards. Probably their only bridge-sized deck and their only 40-card deck. It is the Legends of 4 Kingdoms, L4K as they call it. Nice foiled tuck with embossing on the legends. Dragon Look, this is a 40-card deck, or is it 48? I forget what it is. I said 40, but maybe it's 48. Let's see, we got Ace, Jack, Queen, King. It's 48. They have like 1 through, actually no, sorry, 1 through 7, and then Jack, Queen, King. So it is 40, I would say. It's bridge size. It's going to be the only one they've done that's bridge sized and 40 cards, and opens up on the front like this. And this is designed for a card game, I guess Legends of Four Kingdoms, which is basically based on, or is, Briscola, which is an Italian trick-taking game. So yeah, I saw this. I've never seen it before. This was originally on a Kickstarter project they did back, I think it was 2015 or something like that. It failed. They self-funded, self-produced it via their website. They only produced 1,000. They sold out. And yeah, very hard to find. So, but I got it. Then I have some games. Boy, do I have some games. First, I got one that I got from a seller on the Geek market, on Board Game Geek. And this is one from New Mill Industries that I didn't have. From designed by Daniel Newman, who is the owner of New Mill Industries. And this is not a trick-taking game. It's a two-player game called the Science and Seance Society. And it's an interesting game where one person represents science, the other one represents seance. And you're trying to, I believe, capture something. I forget exactly for sure. And it is a game where basically you're trying to get cards in numerical order or alphabetical order. It seems pretty interesting. Cards and dice and stuff. And it's probably going to be the only non-trick-taking game I get from New Mill, unless they decide to start doing some more non-trick-taking games. But they have a couple from before, from years ago, like this one. But I'm not interested in them because they're not cards. Then I got a couple of games from Portland Game Collective. This first one is designed by Hugh Talk Sien, produced by a company called Silly Patty Games, which I believe is out of Korea or something, or China. And it is Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, which is a little push-your-luck game where each player is going to have free cards. You're going to get free cards. You're going to put them in order from lowest to highest. There's also some cards that are action cards that don't have values that you have to put in specific spots. And then you're going to take turns going around the table, flipping cards face up. As long as you don't go over 12, or hit 12 or go over, you collect whatever money is currently available. And then once somebody hits 12, they bust and they have to pay $10. Basically trying to get to $80, 80 million, whatever it is first. And then you win the game. It's a simple little push-your-luck game. I figured, why not? And then I got one that's a trick-taking / setting game from them, which is designed by someone named Brendan Fong. This is from a company called Skeptical Order Games. As you can see right there in the bottom, perhaps, Skeptical Order Games. This is We Need to Talk, a trick-taking and setting game about letting go. A very big title. What it is the first part is trick-taking. You are building up a relationship with a lover through trick-taking. And then you break up. And the second part of the game is a ladder climbing setting game where you're trying to get rid of the cards you collected via trick-taking as you break up. It's a very interesting game. I never had any where you are trick-taking and then setting. So why not? Then I got 3 games here from a Canadian website, actually. It's from a shop that's only a couple hours away from here. Which is called usedgames.ca. And they have lots of games they're selling very cheaply. Board games, video games. And they're going to be adding more to the website. So check it out, usedgames.ca. Link will be in the description. These are 3 older games that I got from there. They're all trick-taking games. The first one is called Chronicle by Seizi Kanai, a.k.a. Love Letter. I'm guessing the nickname Love Letter is because I'm guessing he made the game Love Letter. But it's a trick-taking game where each card has an ability and a requirement for winning a trick. And you'll be gaining allies, but that, what you're trying to do for gaining allies can change from hand to hand. Sometimes you need to win lots of a specific faction. Sometimes you not. Sometimes you need to recruit evil allies, and sometimes you cannot have any. You're trying to gain fame. Whoever gets like free fame first wins the game. It's pretty cool. This came out from Z-Man Games, I think, in 2010. It's pretty hard to find. It's out of print. So when I saw it on this website, I jumped at it. Now, unfortunately, it was $13.95 and there was a minimum order of $14. So I needed to spend 5 cents more, so I ended up spending about $26 more. But I got a couple more games. They're pretty cool. This next one here is from Rio Grande Games, designed by Alan R. Moon, who, you know, he made this little game called Ticket to Ride. You might have heard of it. This one you probably didn't hear of. It's called Where's Bob's Hat? It's a trick-taking game where you get to predict if you're going to predict which suit or suits you think you're going to win the most in, or you can make a prediction that you think you're going to win the least amount of tricks or cards, and then you score points for being correct, negative points if you're incorrect. It's a very simple game. This came out in 2001. It's an oldie but a goodie, almost 25 years now. And again, I would say pretty hard to find. Free suits, represented by those free hats. What I don't like about this one is that it's a Uno-styled side-opening box instead of a two-piece box, but it is what it is. I should point out all three of these games that I got from usedgames.ca, despite the name usedgames.ca, were actually brand new, sealed in cellophane. So thumbs up for that. Then we got this one that has a weird name. Not my favorite name. Part of it's not my favorite. It's Trump Tricks Game by Gunther Burkhardt and a company called phalanxgames, which I don't think does board games anymore. But it's an animal-themed trick-taking game. It's interesting. In the first 3 rounds, you're allowed to collect. You're allowed to win 3 tricks in a 4-player game. 4 tricks if you're doing 3 players. And then in the final round, in those rounds, you're going to score points based on the footprints on the cards. They have anywhere from 1 to 3 footprints. And basically, you multiply the number of footprints by the number of different suits that you collected footprints in for a score. In the final round, however, you're simply trying to win the most tricks, and you're going to score points based on the suits that you won. So, pretty interesting game. Strange name aside. Pretty cool artwork. Then I got a couple games that I had pre-ordered from Board Game Bliss that came in. The first one is a little game called Duel for Cardia, which is by Matthew Rivero and Fauzi Bukida. Hopefully I'm not butchering those. And apparently you can also play this with 4 players, but it's specifically a 2-player game. It's from a company called Hans im Glück out of Germany. As you'll see right there, Hans im Glück. But I believe there's other companies that are producing versions as well. And basically you are trying to win over the 4 factions and gain their powerful signet rings to rule the city. You're trying to play cards. Other cards have different abilities. You're trying to play them wisely and outwit your opponent. And so yeah, it seems pretty interesting. This is brand new this year. And then I have another one that's brand new this year. This is from theop.games. Same company as Flip 7, which I got earlier this year and really enjoyed. And this is by Distant Nova Creations, Sky Huang, art by Fabio Frankel. And this is Cat Between Us. And this is a little game where you have cards with different suits representing different toys. And you have a cat, your beloved pet, that's hiding somewhere in the house. And you have to try to coax them out of their hiding by attracting them with their favorite toys. Sounds pretty cool, pretty fun. I haven't tried it out yet, but I will soon. Pre-ordered this one a little while back. The Op Games, in case you don't know, used to be known as USA Opoly before they changed their name. And then there was one. And this is the big one. I got this one on Amazon. Pretty good price. This is Modern Art, the board game. I guess you could say by Rainer Knizia. I already had Modern Art, the card game, from a few years ago. I got it. That came out, I think, 2008 or something. This one dates all the way back to, I believe, 1999. This is the brand new printing though from 2025. And it's a game where you're auctioning off artwork. And it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool components in it. You're auctioning off artwork. There's 4 different types of auctions that you can do. And it comes with a couple cool things I'm going to show you. You got player screens so you can hide your money behind them. Hide what you have. A board. Coins, or tokens, whatever you want to call them. They're ceramic quality little chips, 10, 20, 30s. You get the cards, everything's kind of all over the place here. Then you got this. A little easel to display your paintings for auction. Isn't that lovely? And it stands up and everything. And one more little thing. An actual wooden gavel. Isn't that awesome? I wasn't sure what version I was going to get, if I was going to get this, because there's different pictures on the Amazon for this. But for like 35 bucks, whatever it was, I think it's a pretty good deal. There's a bunch of tokens as well here for money. I don't know if you can see that. But this cardboard. I was pretty happy with that. Because the other versions I've seen, they just come with like a cardboard gavel as a first player marker. This one, it's an actual gavel you can use. I think that's awesome. So anyways, Modern Art. Again, it differs a fair bit from the card game. It does have nice cards with nice artwork, of course. But it differs a fair bit from the card game because it has 4 different types of auctions going on. And just it's a bit different. Anyways, it's a very popular game as well. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.